Let me take you back to the late 1700s England, a world smaller and more frightening than ours. Imagine being born amid a storm of invisible killers Edward Jenner was. In 1749, in a tiny Gloucestershire village, he arrived in a world where smallpox loomed like a shadow. This wasn't just a bad flu. Smallpox was pure terror fever, blisters, scars for life, and for many, a quick and brutal death. It claimed millions every year. Jenner, as a child, had it too. He survived, but the scars on his skin were nothing compared to the scars he carried watching neighbours and family suffer. It made him wonder, could anyone stop this? As he grew up, Jenner trained as a surgeon and doctor in bustling London, learning from the best minds of his day. But the city didn't keep him. He returned home, his heart set on helping the people he'd grown up with: farmers, labourers, everyday folks. Jenner was a curious man, always watching, always listening. Nature fascinated him, not just in people, but in animals too. And local rumours? He took those seriously. There was one story he heard over and over. Milkmaids, the women who worked with cows, often caught a disease called cowpox. It gave them blisters, maybe a fever, but nothing life-threatening. And here's the kicker. People believed that once a milkmaid had cowpox, she never got smallpox. Jenner paid attention. Was it possible? He decided to find out. In 1796, Jenner did something bold, some might say reckless. He took pus from a cowpox blister on a milkmaid named Sarah Nelms. Then he carefully inserted it into the arm of an 8-year-old boy, James Phipps. James got a mild fever but bounced back just fine. That's only half the story, though. Jenner then exposed James to smallpox itself, a test that could have ended in tragedy. But James didn't get sick. He was immune. Jenner's hunch was right. He had just invented the first vaccine, named from vacca, the Latin word for cow. Jenner published his findings in 1798. People were skeptical. Some even laughed at the idea that something as gentle as cowpox could stop something as deadly as smallpox. But bit by bit, doctors tried it. It worked. Smallpox cases dropped. Governments everywhere, from Europe to Asia and the Americas, started vaccination campaigns. By the mid-1800s, smallpox wasn't the grim reaper it had been for centuries. And in 1980, the World Health Organization made it official: smallpox was gone, completely eradicated. It's the only human disease we've ever truly wiped off the face of the earth. Jenner's idea changed the destiny of our species. Jenner received honors from kings and emperors, even Napoleon himself. History calls him the father of immunology. His work laid the path for the vaccines that followed polio, measles, even COVID-19. By some counts, Jenner saved more lives than anyone else in history. He died in 1823, but every child who gets a vaccine today owes something to his courage and curiosity. Think about that. Today, vaccines protect us from measles, polio, hepatitis, COVID-19, and many deadly threats. Jenner didn't just invent a shot, he changed what it meant to be human in a dangerous world. He gave us hope, proof that with courage, science, and a little bit of luck, death itself could be beaten back. And that's why Edward Jenner's story still matters 2 centuries later.